The next layer, I've spoken about this concept many times, the giveaway. It's when we choose to release that which is negative, when we choose to release that which holds us back and doesn't allow us our full expression. There are times that we give away things to others so they may heal. There are times that we give away knowledge and wisdom for free simply because we want to share that knowledge and wisdom. But attached to that knowledge and wisdom is the absolute inner hope that people will use their own personal discernment, their own personal layers of understanding the patterns of life, so they may co-create with it and expand the concept so it takes on the infinite instead of the finite that we're stuck in. Some of these concepts are hard for people to understand, but that's all right. We're at the very dawn of a new age, and it is us that are the consciousness explorers of peace that will help define that so the future generations that come into this world and come into their empowerment, as well as the existing generations, have a framework to work from, have a concept or a theme to work on, have notes to work on. There are hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of incredible videos that reveal the layers and patterns of truth that are out there, from our hidden history to conspiracy to health, and yet it's not accepted because the propaganda is still so in charge. The propaganda machine are the mainstream news agencies, are the magazines, are the pornography and zealots who insist there is only one way through domination and control. We have to give those things away, have to give away the desire, the need, the urge to even listen to them, until finally they have no ratings, until they must divest into other sources to once again gain control over us. And that will be another giveaway and another giveaway. We simply must not accept the illusions that they keep offering us. We must accept the additional abilities that are being offered us in discernment, in understanding, as well as to awaken yourself. It is when we come into that personal power that awakening shows us all the tools of wisdom we have. The main tool in the toolbox is listening to others. And when others exert force of wisdom, of domination or control, you can simply say, I do not accept it, and I give it back to you. I give it away to you because I do not need that energy. I have my own self-esteem. I have my own empowerment, and I do not accept a single concept as the only way to go forward. Because when we accept a single concept, we are being led down the primrose path to self-destruction once again. And when we lead ourselves away from that, there will be other leaders that are going vice versa, back and forth, until finally you come into your own empowerment and understand that you have spiritual allies, you have light being allies, as well as beings of the gray. We haven't really talked about those that walk between light and dark, those that have accepted that for this time of change there must be a balance, and that balance is understanding even the forces of light that have been fighting the forces of so long need to take a vacation. Because the more you fight evil, the closer you become to it, and that's just the nature of it. Unfortunately, that's just the raw nature. The more you fight it, the more you're exposed to it. The more you're exposed to it, the more healing you need from it. The more healing you need from it, the more we need leaders to remind us to stay in power, to not trick ourselves, to not be in opposition, to not let ourselves fall into darkness, domination, control, simply because we have battled it for too long. One of those first ways is you tell your story. Quite literally tell your story to yourself, to that whole concept, so we all can come together. And once we understanding that coming together means tolerance, it means connection to the Earth Mother, to the vehicles of spirituality and religion that allow tolerance and do not allow domination. And once we come into that aspect, we'll be on a layer of knowledge, a layer of wisdom where so many people will just get it. The light bulb in their head will turn on. They'll pay attention to the patterns that have been going on and simply say, no, domination, control, you are done here. Your time is over. It is time for you to leave. It is time for you to go to the great ice worlds of the ages past and to be forgotten. Just as we are erased with amnesia, soon we will have to forget about them and become to a layer of healing that we can all accept, that we can all move forward in. And that's the shaman's path. Life, death, and rebirth, reborning ourselves out of the ashes to allow the future versions of ourselves to exist. So here we are. I keep saying that, here we are, because each time I reveal a new layer, there's a new pattern, and a new pattern reveals a new layer. So it's an infinite source, an infinite concept, until finally we get to an understanding. It is us that must empower ourselves to empower others. It is us that looks for those that are acting in stealth, and deception. It is us that looks for those that have the passion and fire medicine within inside them to share with the all, and to not share with the few. When we share with the all can have an opportunity to be innocent once again, to recharge their inner child and be a part of this world with the full creative force that's inside them.